Do you know the financial health of your franchise? Do you know if your franchise is financially strong or a bit on the struggling side? Oftentimes, it's easy to be misled. So, I often think about when you go to the dentist, you might be like, okay, I'm not expecting anything. I'm brushing my teeth. Everything seems fine. However, when the dentist, the hygienist, dive deep into what's happening with your oral hygiene, they can say, oh, there's a cavity. This looks like this. And you're like, wait, I didn't, how is that? Because sometimes there are some areas that you can't visibly see. You need the expert to dive deep with their relevant equipment. So oftentimes, the number one misleader about the Healthier Fair franchise is, oh, I'm not in a bank overdraft. I'm on top of paying bills. However, it's much deeper than that. So there's some things that are important to assess to know just how healthy your franchise is. There are certain key performance indicators, there are certain metrics that are useful to know and give you that indicator of really how healthy your franchise is. So, one of the things that's important to look at for sure is the management of your cash flow. When you think about cash coming in, you might be making your sales. However, do you have excessive waste where there are expenses that you can trim, or are you at that position where you could really sell more? So again, understanding the ins and outs of cash coming into your business, not just your bank account balance, will help to dive deep into how healthy your franchise is. Another indicator of how healthy your franchise is your operations, the flow of your operations. Do you find where you have excessive waste? That's another thing to look out for. Oftentimes, there's so much waste and you don't realize it. Another thing is your labor cost. Oftentimes, you might have too many persons, you know, in your business, or they're not efficient. So it's not just to say, okay, this is what's happening. Are they being efficient? And their labor cost indicators and metrics that will help you to know if your team is really being efficient. A third one we look at is sometimes the equipment that you're using, and sometimes, to be honest, the equipment that you have is stipulated by the franchisor. However, it is your responsibility as a franchisee to ensure that those equipment are being utilized fully. So you're getting the return on investment from those equipment. So again, there are so many indicators that will help you to know just how healthy your franchise is. Another thing, I'll throw in a last one, understanding your reports. So oftentimes it could be that you're like, okay, these are the sales I made. However, the total picture, sales, your costs, your expenses, also your taxes, that will definitely help to dive deeper into the total picture of what's happening in your franchise. It's easy to say, okay, I'm at 10 million, 6 million in sales. However, what's your profit? What's your bottom line? Is it converting to cash flow? That's even another thing. So these are just a few indicators that will definitely help you to know the financial health of your franchise. It's very important to keep your eyes on the financial health of your franchise. Do remember to share this broadcast out, repost it. You found it useful. Do share it with others. I'm always about a community, important to share and support each other. So go ahead, share this broadcast. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer them as well. And if you have any comments, share them in the comment section, and also state where you're joining in from. Signing off in 3, 2, 1. Bye, everyone.